Let's take a look at the odds for this week's Vivint Houston Open, powered by PointsBet Sportsbook. You can see Lanto there at plus 4,000, but the favorite, no-brainer, is, of course, Dustin Johnson at plus 700. So if you put a $10 bet down on DJ, you'd walk back with $70. So, Robert Dameron, if you had $100 to put on this field, how would you be splitting it up?
That's a big if I had $100. But if I did have $100, I'm going with the comeback kids of sort, the almost under the radar players. DJ, I'm putting a heavy chunk on DJ. He's the blue chipper here. Brooks Koepka, $20, and Adam Scott, $20. A couple semi-long shots. And the reason I've picked these guys is they're major champions. They're absolutely established in this sport. They're playing the Houston Open as a warm-up for Augusta. I think there's a good chance, even Brooks Koepka, the way he's been playing, because remember, before the last major he played, the PGA, he finished second and almost won at FedEx St. Jude. So these guys are almost looking forward and not paying as much attention. These are more practice rounds to them, so they might just kind of get hot in the practice rounds and accidentally stumble in and win one.
Yeah, and coming off of some COVID and some injury, you might have extra motivation to get out there and perform as long as everybody's healthy and feeling well. So I like those picks, Robert. I went a little bit of a different direction. I chose to divvy up my money all four equally. I've got a couple long shots and a couple favorites. Dustin Johnson, obviously, at the top of the board. Tyrrell Hatton, I also have selected, trending in a good direction. He's had a 5th place, a 3rd place, and won the BMW PGA in his last 5 starts. So really playing well leading into this. Lanto Griffin, obviously defending champion, but at a different golf course, but also has played well recently. A 7th place finish at the CJ Cup and 11th place finish at Zozo Championship. So maybe just some good vibes in Houston in general. And Doc Redman, I mentioned him earlier in the show. He's my It Could Happen headline. Somebody to keep an eye on, just coming into this with great form. 2 3rd-place finishes, a 4th-place finish in his last 6 starts.
I appreciate the fact you've both put a fair bit of cash on Dustin Johnson's name, but he hasn't played for about a month. Knowing DJ, he will probably just saunter in and wipe the field away, but he's a little bit of an unknown quantity right now, so I have not, in fact, put him in my betting list. This is what I've done. I've tried to get a bit more bang for my buck this week, so I've put $20 on Sergio Garcia, winning just a few weeks ago at the Sanderson Farms Championship. Spent a lot of time in Texas, familiar ground for him. Scotty Scheffler, again, also came down with COVID a few weeks ago, but is back and has had some good results. Finished 5th last season in the FedEx Cup standings as a rookie. He's done pretty much everything other than win right now. Doc Redman, Paige, you mentioned a little bit earlier in the show, trending in a really nice way, coming off a top 5 finish last week. And then I'm putting $30 on Tyrrell Hatton, because this man has just had a breakout season on the PGA Tour, winning at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. He's feeling so confident. He just won at his favorite European Tour event, the BMW PGA Championship, followed it up with another strong PGA Tour finish. He's found his groove, his confidence. I think he's really feeling at home now on the PGA Tour, and I like his style.
So I did the same thing you did, and maybe I'm going to expose well, I'm not going to expose myself, but I'm going to expose my thought process here. In your headline, you picked Finau, but in your betting, you didn't pick Finau. I did the same with Matsuyama.
It's a very good point.
Why? I was the only one that had belief in the headline and the odds.
It's true, because Finau, you kind of think, even if he's there on a Sunday, is he going to do it? He's just shattered all
the
about
odds aren't that long. It's just the odds betting. It's nothing.
Don't put the money where your mouth is. I do have another point, though. This is my very last week. I called it way back in February. I said Scotty Scheffler's going to win before the Masters.
Oh, you did.
Now, the Masters has moved, but this is my very last chance to see if that prediction comes through.
That is a very good
With an asterisk, maybe.
The last week before the Masters. Yeah, I like it, Paige. That was a great prediction. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm putting $30 on him this week, maybe 25.